Hello and welcome, I'm Phil Loiacono for Tea Party HD. Congratulations, the recession is finally over. Well, that is until January when our taxes across the board are going to go up under the Obama administration tax hike, all because of poor decision making by our politicians. Well, actually, let's take it a step further. It's currently the lack of decision making. It's really not that hard of a choice, especially during an election year. Let the people keep their money so they can have money to spend. It's the people who need money to spend, not the government spending money they have made out of thin air. So let's take a trip back to the days of wildly progressive Woodrow Wilson, the year 1913. These are the days of the Federal Reserve and the 16th Amendment, which put in place the modern-day income tax. Now, fast-track the Republican icon Ronald Reagan and the tax reform of 1986. The largest reform ever. In fact, it lowered the top tax rate by 22%, bringing it down to levels not seen since 1916. So now you have two examples of tax pioneers and the evil, sneaky progressives who started this mess, and the fiscal conservatives who tried to clean it up. Once again, we the people must deal with an out-of-touch radical progressive who will tell you that only the rich will be affected and I didn't raise taxes. But let me know how your pocketbook feels around February after it's settled in for a month and after you fully start to realize the tax burden Obamacare has. Look, it may not simply be a party issue, but I can tell you that almost every Tea Party-backed candidate out there wants lower taxes, budgets, and debt. And I'm sure our children wouldn't mind that either. As campaign costs spiral out of control, Democrats hold fundraisers for, well, campaign finance reform. It's interesting timing for Democrats to be discussing campaign finance reform as they struggle to raise money for their midterm elections. Recall the record fundraising done during Obama's campaign, as well as all other Democrats pre-2008, as the Democrats were silent on campaign finance reform. Today's Democrat donors are actually donating money to Republicans. Jesse Jackson Jr., in other words, J-Cube, is under fire again for his pay-for-play scandal involving allegations that he wanted to purchase the Senate seat from then-Governor Rod Blagojevich. For those interested, the price tag being bantied is about $6 million. Of course, like Maxine Water, Charlie Rangel, Eddie Bernice Johnson, Jackson denies the allegation, and on that count, he could skate. Added to this scandal, however, is the allegation that Jackson had a mistress. This certainly can't be good for Jackson, not at home and not in his congressional district. Obama recently asked the Congressional Black Caucus to guard the change.
To paraphrase my friend Deval Patrick, the last election was a changing of the guard. Now we've got to guard the change.
Considering how much money has been spent during Obama's tenure, change is apparently all there is left to guard. Many in the political world find it interesting that Obama is asking a group of black Democrat leaders, many of whom are under ethics investigations, to guard anything. As I close, I want to compliment our president today. President Obama slammed Iranian President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad Friday for suggesting before the UN General Assembly that the September 11 terror attacks were an inside job, describing the comments as hateful and inexcusable. Could it be our president is waking up to what radical Muslims believe? Al-Taqiyya, sacred deceit is okay? I'm Phil Loiacono. See you later.